maybe out of those 100, 2 or 3 can be as good as us. Maybe you know. I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe I'm wrong, but at least it's worth a try.
For all the brands nowadays have sim teams like us, of course, with
Yeah, but
very good drivers. Okay, some of them are more.
I think they're all just a political wing.
Yeah,
I mean, it's important to
partly,
be there.
but you have some of those drivers which you could imagine being a real race car. Some of them, maybe not. You know what I mean?
The thing
It's
that
about real
with sim
diamond
racing,
sim racing.
the thing with gaming in general and sim racing, it's this is the gateway for young generations to, well, you can put a 12-year-old guy driving a Porsche. So you will make a guy that is 12 years old already a Porsche fan. It's the same with FIFA. You know, you can buy the Nike shoes with your whatever things, you can buy the game, this and that. So it's metaverse at its best, you know. And this is how you start to, this is how the NFTs got so popular, because like Gucci's and Rolex making NFTs, this is how a 10-year-old guy could put in a Rolex watch in his Fortnite avatar thing, and he's already, at 10 years old, he's already owning a Rolex kind of thing. So this was just to captivate the youngsters into, you know, brand activation basically, and I think there is a leg of that in sim racing, and then it's just fucking cool. I love my sim at home. I don't have a lot of fun doing serious sim, just driving on my own for 1,000 laps, trying 1 degree of front camera. But when I'm racing, wheel-to-wheel racing at home, I love it, and I think, yeah, I mean, the amount of people doing gaming and sim racing is insane.
That's true. It's a lot.
You still use yours? No, you sold yours, no?
Yeah, well, we moved, and to be fair, I same like you. I like to do it on my own or a little bit for fun with maybe with you guys, but I know that if you want to do it like online, you have to sit there for hours. And you know, I like training, and I have a wife and daughter right now, so you need to make a choice. But now I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe I should get the sim just to have fun. But
I'm just a very, very average sim guy. I have my 3,000 rating thing on iRacing, and I race other shit guys, so it's fine. When I get a little bit better, I start finding guys that are way better, and I quickly start.
Totally besides racing, I don't know how much you want to speak about it, but you're also active on the non-racing side. I feel like you like the business aspect, and you're playing a bigger role in that. Is it something you speak about, or it's something?
Yeah, no, I do speak about it, yeah, for sure. I think what you're referring to is Apex, right? The company that we've launched a few years ago, 4 years ago now. I mean, I think you guys know it, and when we start earning money, it's important to invest it properly, and it's also very easy to get bad advice on how to invest our money. The sexiest deals are the most dangerous ones, and those are the ones we need to be careful. I'm not saying don't do it. So private equity, VC, all of that stuff is worth doing, but you need to be properly advised. You need to understand that there are risks. So you just need to know what to do. But basically, the company we started, and the first initial green idea was like, let's help athletes invest their money properly, because we can have people like Diego Maradona or Dennis Rodman that were some of the best athletes in the world. They died poor. And this can't happen. This quickly evolved to just like, man, let's invest with athletes in the sports industries and multimedia, because this is where, you know, Lawrence, if I get you to invest in a racing team, it's not just money that you're putting there, like you have proper knowledge that you guys can deploy and they can use. So your 100 grand investment is not the same as my father's 100 grand investment, you know what I mean? So this is what we try to do and work with athletes, and we got super lucky with timings, because I think in the past athletes were like, we're just buying apartments or houses or real estate, or either investing but not talking about it. But I think athletes we are in a time now where athletes want to show the world that they're not just idiots kicking balls or driving cars, or, you know, they are smart people, and they want to learn. You know, I just did a course in Harvard for three months, and I loved it. And it's just only for athletes, and it was almost like finance for dummies, like finance 101, and I loved it. It just gave us a lot of background, and we got to be careful because most people in the world, yes, we have much bigger income and a much nicer job, but at 35, 40 years old, it stops. So if you don't plant your seeds properly, man, you might get in trouble. So yeah, we've been doing some really cool stuff with the company. Obviously started off small and with small things, but in the last 4 years we've done some really cool track record. Like you'll see it, it's gonna start next weekend. It's a golf league called it's owned by PGA now and owned by Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy, for example. And we've gotten 4 or 5 F1 drivers to invest in it, 3 surfers, few golfers, and it's kicking off next week, and that's going to be huge. It's basically golfing an arena. So like golf meets NBA kind of thing. We play in front of everybody. There's hot dogs, there's noise. The players are mic'd up because it's hard. Like the amount of people playing golf but not following. It's huge because it's hard to follow a golf game. It's on for 8 hours and whatever. And so that's one of the things we've done. We've also we've co-invested in Alpine F1. So we've gotten a few athletes to do that investment, like Anthony Joshua, for example. And we bought a small stake of the Venezia football team alongside with Drake and his team. So we've been doing some really cool stuff in only the last 3 or 4 years, and we always bring athletes along for the ride, And we're getting into a very cool part where the deals that are arriving in our desk, they are so sexy and so cool that it's not hard anymore to kind of get athletes to come and join us. So yeah, we're helping athletes, we're trying to make everyone make money, and we're having fun with it along the way. Hopefully it's a win-win for everybody, but again, it's just I'm having fun to also develop my mind outside of a race car, because I have the feeling that I understand very well what a race car needs to go quick, what I need to do to go quick. But back in the day, I used to sit in the couch with my friends and I knew nothing about what was going on in the world. I can't have a financial conversation, I can't have a political conversation, and I decided to educate myself a little bit more on other topics. And I'm still a long way out, but I'm just trying to learn a little bit every day, and I think athletes definitely need to do this. Like, we always feel like, I don't want to drop names, but let's say you're racing in F1 for one of the biggest teams in the world, and you're like, look, man, I can't deal with this now because all I gotta do now is win races. It's like, yes, that is the right mentality, because if you don't win races, you no longer race for this team, and then you have no money to invest. But you need to find a way in your life that, because you are most relevant now. Let's say you're racing for Ferrari F1. It's an amazing place to be, right? There's only 2 drivers in the world a year that get to race in those 2 cars. And the power you have outside of a racetrack is huge. You know what I mean? You can leverage yourself into so many great deals. And if you say, look, let me do this 5 years in Ferrari, and then when I stop racing, I'll come and invest my money. Nobody will just want you anymore. They will want your cash, but not you. So that's what we're trying to explain to the athletes, and we need to leverage our weight in that time, in the right time. So yeah.
It's interesting. I've been also since, not as the super far front, but there's a couple of years now trying to get a bit more smarter and active in that as well. And I agree that it starts to be a bit of a trend, right? I remember Alan Kevin and me sitting in Qatar. We had to wait 3 hours for the next meeting, and we're going over which stocks to buy and how many stocks you have there. And then it's anything like I say, we as entrepreneurs in general at 40, 45, it starts to be difficult. So just kind of.
What if you're Andre Lotto? This guy will go on forever. Man,
he's already thinking enough.
Impressive though, man. I wish if I'm at 45, I've done half of what he's done.
He's done a good career as well. But
this time a new deal, another 3-year deal, perfect.
It is.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, it's super.
But that's a nice thing you've got going there. That's that's.
Yeah, like we're.
Just gonna call you that for podcast.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah, we've got some really cool stuff on the pipeline as well. Always involved with sports. That's what we do. If it's an app to sell the t-shirts, if it's an app to sell tickets, to facilitate, like whatever it might be, it can be VC, it can be private equity, it can weeks. But look, but I'm telling you this, but I also tell you like you need to be smart with what you do with your cash, and there is no safer investment than real estate. Like always,
that's always good. Yeah.
always. Don't just do this or don't just do just diversify a little bit and have fun with it as well along the way. You lose money along your life, that's clear. I've made some bad calls myself. And,
you learn from them, then they won't happen again.
Exactly.
Apparently, you were also there at the same time. You got when you won World Series or 2 liters, you got a Formula 1 test, and this was a time with Robin, or was it?
This is a good story. Is it the Abu Dhabi story?
I think it is. Yeah.
Where Robin he almost didn't jump in the car. Is that the story?
He told us on the podcast last year. It was the story, but I saw it when I was looking Wikipedia. We were also at that test together.
So basically, Robin won World Series, and I was a Red Bull test driver. So we go to Abu Dhabi, this rookie test now that they do at the end of the year. Because Robin won World Series, he was gonna get a day in the Red Bull. So it was a 3-day test. I did the first 2 days, and then Robin was gonna drive the 3rd day. But Robin did the first 2 days in the Sauber because he was a Sauber driver. And then I don't know, Robin wears his heart on his sleeve, and he's very honest, brutally honest.
Yeah.
And he said something in the news like, yeah, Red Bull treat their young drivers like dogs or animals or whatever. He says he didn't say it, but somehow this came out, right?
Yeah.
And this is the danger. Like, I think he said it to like a small fucking guy who nobody reads his blog in Holland, and somehow it got to Red Bull. You know, he thought it was going to be harmless to say that. And Helmut goes, this guy is not touching my car. We're already there, yeah? This is like one day, a few hours before the guy needs to jump in. We're already there, right? And I'm like, fuck, cool, I'll get the third day in the car. Although I couldn't hold my neck anymore. But Robin was like, I'm not apologizing. And Helmut was, either he apologizes publicly or he doesn't drive my car. And Robin's like, no, I didn't really say that, and they changed my words. I'm not saying. And I told him, man, just fucking do it. We'd say you're sorry. You're gonna drive the World Championship winning car. Shut the fuck up and apologize, you know. And eventually he did it, but it was super cool when things got resolved. Then he came to our little house behind the garages. He wasn't allowed in the engineering room. So basically, everything he looked at before he jumped in a Red Bull F1 car is he sat in the table where we have coffee with 2 engineers and myself and the steering wheel. And like, this button is for this button is for that, this button is for this. That's it. And they fucked. The car was full of fuel the whole day, no DRS. I think he got 2 or 3 sets of tires only. I was getting a 10. And yeah, they fucked.
It's crazy. I saw so small, like small things without such thing that can have such big influence.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They probably don't result in fine, I say.
even though oh yeah.
Good. In the end of our podcast, we always
you guys play golf.
choose.
Yeah.
Man, let's do a round in Daytona. Are you in Daytona?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's do it between the Roar and the
Yeah, we can do to go to this LPG. Okay, we have a nice round.
Perfect.
The only golf I play is actually in America. What's it called?
Top
You have the game Top Golf.
The Top Golf. That's super cool.
Yeah,
That's also
my goal line.
should start. It's fun. Anyway, let's do that in Daytona.
Yeah, man. That's good.
So, last one on the podcast, we always ask 3 quick questions. They want to all our guests. First one, the achievement in your career you're proudest of.
This is more than the first one. Like I just didn't have a competitive car, and I was forgotten in the back, you know. And then I was able to kind of bring myself back into a competitive car, and when I won it was, that was special.
What is still on your bucket list? What do you still would like to achieve in your career? Just a lot to think about.
I want to win a Rolex. So I'm getting a chance at that in the next couple of weeks. You guys will be there as well. Luckily, it's not against you guys, so 2 less hard drivers to try and beat. But either that or Lama overall win. I think that's one that the 3 of us have, and that's a huge one. Especially now, man. The times we are living in, to win it now would
Yes.
maybe the most special ever.
Yeah, I agree. And that's what 90% of people want to say. Not more.
It is a good time at the moment. I mean, it's peaking.
We can't say F1 because we're not going to go there.
No.
That's true. Last one, if you can give yourself advice 15 years ago, like younger Antonio, if you can give him one tip for his future, what would you tell him?
I would say relax, enjoy more. I think when we're young, the next free practice it feels like the most important session of our life. That's also healthy for a young guy, but relax, learn, enjoy the bad times. Enjoy meeting some cool people along the way, and yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's very, very hard. So you need to be a tough guy to make it, as you guys know. So yeah, that's what I would say.
I figured out a good one for you guys by that. Buy Bitcoin.
Sure.
We've been thinking about it since 4 episodes, what he would tell himself.
But that's not good.
Man, when I was teammates with Blomqvist in Formula E, man, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, the guy told me, I got this Bitcoin thing. What are you talking about? It's a virtual coin. You're crazy. Man, Tom did well.
Yeah.
Tom did well. He did well.
It's a dream.
Cool, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having the time.
Always good to speak some racing stuff.
Yeah, thank you. Have some. Yeah, you go to Mexico.
Go to Mexico. I race next weekend, and then I'll see you, both of you. You're also in Daytona, right, Lawrence?
Yeah.
Everything else. Yeah. Cool.
Then we see each other in the Daytona.
Cheers, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao. Bye.
It would be probably a good team, but there would also be parts of it which won't be, which maybe one that we are very different. Like I know already now that I'll ask you 20 times to fill in the report because I like to send on Monday after the race. You probably Monday the next month. And that we drove together almost 10 years ago, 8 years now. We drove together already once. It was a different point of my career and your career. I'm curious how the ego part would play. It's obviously,
I don't think I would have any problem. At the end, I'm there to win a race. I mean, if
yeah,
with
me
you
too.
or with somebody else, I don't really care. And I do think that, to be honest, we have our. I mean, we would both be helping each other. I think in a way. I know you.
Yes.
Good at what you do, what you've been doing this year, with taking the starts and how you prepare your race weekend or whatever you do best, you do well. If my way, maybe it's not a lot, but I do. And I think it would work well together. But indeed, it's something. If the chance would ever be there, I think we would do it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe one day we can figure it out.
Maybe we can share a couple of points together.
Yeah. hello. Hey, hello.
And are we kicking ass or what? DJ is here.
Hey, hello. This is Belgium.
Yes, this is Europe. It's Belgium.
Okay, is this what I wanted at?
Yep, that's right, Belgium. I'm almost home. Another 5 to 10 minutes and I'm home. It's almost 6 o'clock in the evening here.
Dance with me. Everybody needs a little time away. I've heard it say from each other. The lovers need a holiday, far away from each other. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to stay.
Thanks, man. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, almost home. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow morning, tomorrow in the afternoon I think, and in the evening. So thanks for watching and have a nice evening. Bye guys.